It is wrong.
It is wrong. Yes, I
I'll
agree.
tell you why.
How it is
I'll
wrong.
tell you why.
Mm.
Number one, the majority of the example of Prabhupada from, let's say, in the very early days, Prabhupada was very accessible. Disciples could talk to him, converse with him. From 1970, 71 onwards to 77, where I think at least 80% of the disciples were made, Prabhupada was not readily, easily accessible. What devotees would see, there are many disciples who did not even see Prabhupada. They had taken initiation. They could not travel. They were somewhere in Venezuela, or somewhere in South America, or some part of New Zealand, or somewhere. At the time when Prabhupada traveled, they could not see. It has happened. But do they anyway feel less connected with Prabhupada? Do they anyway complain that I cannot develop the relation with Prabhupada? By serving in the Prabhupada's mission, Prabhupada's institution, there is enormous opportunity. This is number one. As demonstrated by Prabhupada in the ISKCON later years, not even the very late, not latter years, last few years. I'm saying practically from 71 to 77, about 6-7 years of his movement, of the 11 years that are there.
Too big it has become.
It had become too big. And devotees experience, even now, devotees feel so strongly when you talk to some of the disciples, pre-77 disciples of Prabhupada. Number two, second, very, very strong example. Another example. Prabhupada himself quoted his own example. He says, about 3 or 4 times I met my spiritual master. That is all. But do you think I don't have connection with him? Even now, he is directing me. He's guiding me. And my god brothers, on the other hand, Prabhupada said, had extensive association because they were in the Gaudiya Math. They were sannyasis. Some of them were traveling with him. Prabhupada gave the example, this a bug sitting on the lap of the king. He's so close to the king, but he's sitting there to bite. So this physical proximity, physical availability, physical accessibility, these are not constraints for a spiritual relationship to emerge. The spiritual relationship is based on knowledge, understanding, obedience to the Guru, knowing his heart, knowing his mission, and continuously making sacrifices in our life to serve that mission of the Guru. That strengthens and builds the relationship, not always being physically present. Many, many devotees, I have also heard, one devotee was telling me that he was doing, like looking after the cows in Mayapur, and Prabhupada came, and then he was just smiling, and that's all. And there are devotees who didn't even have that eye contact. Or do they feel less connected to Prabhupada? Not at all.
Not at all.
They feel strongly connected. So it's a spiritual bonding. After having given up material relationship, again we should not look for another kind of an enhanced material relationship. We should learn what is spiritual relationship.
Correct.
That's the whole lesson, isn't it? Prabhupada teaches that we have an intimate relationship with Krishna, and that's what we are supposed to experience and develop. For Prabhupada is teaching that it is not dependent on material things. So I think these are not very well-founded objections.